They talk about insecurity, that they will fight insecurity. And you ask, are our armed forces weak? Are the Nigerians in the armed forces weak? If we have problems, what is the cause? Equipment. They don't have platforms. And somebody who wakes up and tells young people of 23 years old that he wants to fight insecurity, ask him, when he was the head of government, did he buy one rifle for a Nigerian soldier? I'll give you some instances. They said they are weak because we know there are some people who took some of our fathers and our mothers and our uncles where they were brought, put them in crates, drugged them, put them in crates, and flew them to Nigeria, and they were intercepted mid-air by superior powers. That blocked Nigeria from even going to Britain at the time. The relationship between Nigeria and Britain, the whole world isolated Nigeria. They said that is the way to fight corruption. So immediately I suspect your uncle, I can just create him and throw him to Kirikiri. Is that the way to stop corruption? A country, if somebody tells you that he will not follow due process. I came in with Yar'Adua, and Yar'Adua advocated for due process, and I stand by due process. There is no any country that does not obey rule of law is a jungle. Any country in this world that does not obey rule of law is a jungle. Do you want Nigeria to be a jungle society? Immediately I suspect you that you have done something wrong. I just ask police army, catch you and throw you into jail. Is that the country you want? No. They said to be strong is to jail people indiscriminately. 300 years. For 300 years. Is that where you want to go? No. A country is like an industry. It must be managed properly by people who have gray and white matters upstairs. Some group of people have said you have to vote for your liberation or you have to vote for your imprisonment. Some group of people came, and I read it in the papers. When they see people in government, maybe governors, ministers, commissioners, and so on who are holding offices, they say we will draw a line. We are not probing the past because they want to deceive them to support them. So they say they will draw a line. They will start fighting corruption after they cross the bridge. And only 2 days ago, somebody stood in Port Harcourt and said he was going to catch people in the street and throw them to Kirikiri. The same mount says something from the right, from the left, and from the right. Contradicting statements. Can you trust those people? No. Are they not deceiving you? Yes. They want power by all means. All what they want to use power for is to lock up their enemies and imprison their enemies. I have no enemy to fight. I have no enemy to fight. Somebody wakes up and he thinks that he can jail all his enemies, and he says that's why he wants power. Oh. You will ask some of those people who are deceiving you now. They have hired some people from outside this country to go and to the social media, tell all kinds of lies, offering bids and promising you. Ask them, when they were in power, did they build nursery school for anybody? Ask them. Ask them. I say, go and ask them. If they did not use nursery school for anybody, what did they use our money for? They build prisons. They build prisons for you. I build universities for you. I'll build universities for you